For questions about how to rebuild this devastated town of Paradise, and Melissa Caen is now here with that part of the story. Melissa.
Yeah, Juliet Allen, the mayor of Paradise, is Jody Jones, and she says the city will rebuild, but it's the state and the federal governments that are footing the bill for much of the fire damage, so they may want a say in any rebuilding plan.
My family thought we were dead. My son thought we were dead. And I'm just so thankful that we're out. But my husband is my hero.
Natalie Smith says her husband saved her life. And while the Paradise fire destroyed their home, they can't just move.
We're going to stay because he's got a job here.
But should Paradise be rebuilt? And if so, how can we make it safer? State Assemblyman David Chu says after 2 years of massive fires, the state government still hasn't really addressed these issues.
After 2017 in the legislature, we talked about who's responsible and how do we do forest management and insurance issues, but not really how do we build.
Paradise is almost entirely what CAL FIRE calls a very high fire hazard severity zone. Assemblyman Chu says that raises big questions.
I think the challenge is with this area being in such a red-hot fire zone, I think there is a legitimate question about whether we should be rebuilding there at all.
But he says if we do rebuild it, it should be quick.
We need to streamline that process and build as quickly as possible because we have thousands of people who are homeless at this point because of these tragedies.
In Paradise, more roads might help. Natalie says she got stuck in traffic trying to escape.
There's nowhere out. There's no way out. You're in there and you're trapped. I will never live anywhere like that again. I'll make sure I've got at least 10 routes out of there.
Now, it's not just land in the Sierras that's a fire risk. Right here in the Bay Area, more than 500 acres of land are also designated very high fire hazard severity zones. Now, this land is mostly in Sonoma, Napa, and Santa Clara counties. So if we're talking about regulating those places, it's also here.
Yeah, very popular.
I mean, it's a blank slate. So if they do re-engineer it, what are the plans? What would they do?
Well, they need everything you can imagine. They need sewer systems. They need a water system. They need a working electrical grid. So it is literally like the surface of the moon there. And one would think that academics and maybe even students of planning would take this very unique opportunity to go there and pitch in and try and help them engineer a better city this time around.
And more ways in and out, if that's even possible.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the geography is a whole, whole nother issue. So everything from scratch, which again, huge tragedy, but really a unique opportunity here as well.